All right, we're going to start the brain dance with breathing exercises. So plant your feet underneath your hips, about hip width apart. Get your legs hip width apart, feet are parallel, facing the same direction. We're going to inhale, sweep the arms out and up. Then exhale, lower them down. Inhale up. Exhale down. 5 more times. Inhale. Exhale. Slow and smooth. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. One more. Inhale. Exhale. And rest. So we're going to take our hands and kind of feel up your arms. You can tap, you can take a fist and do little pats. You want to go all up and down the arms. I definitely just punched myself in the face. Bam. Don't do that. Across your chest, across your neck, and then tap your thighs. Make little fists, and you're going to tap and tap. All across your thighs, your hips, maybe get your butt. Give a little tap all the way down your legs. And then you're going to take your fingertips and tap across your head. Should feel kind of nice. Maybe on your face, especially by the sinuses. If you're sick, you'll feel that a little bit, some pressure there. All across your forehead. Give your eyebrows a massage. Down behind your jaw, your neck. And tap right where your collarbones meet in front of your chest. And then massage the jaw. Let go of a little bit of tension there. We hold lots of tension right here in the jaw muscles. Good job. So we're going to scrunch everything in and then reach everything out. It doesn't matter which leg you stand on or how you reach. You're going to squeeze in and reach out. Exhale as you come in, inhale as you reach out. Should feel kind of good, taking nice big yawning stretches. Maybe bring a leg up to your chest and then reach out, try the other leg. Good job. This should feel really good. Maybe straighten one leg at a time here if that feels nice. Deep breaths all the way through. And then release the arms if you were holding them and round up. One vertebra at a time. The head is always the last thing to come up. So it's never this, because that's too much strain on the spine. You want to let your head round down first and come up last. Good job. Okay, so head tail is next, and that means we're going to curve the head toward the tail from the front and from the back. So this is forward folds and back bends. So first let's take a back bend. You're going to think about your tailbone dropping off of your back down toward the floor. So we're not going to have what I call duck butts, where you let your butt come out behind you. Point the tailbone down and hug your belly button into your spine. Nice and firm tone in the front body. You're going to lift the heart up and reach the head back. Maybe lift the arms up with you. Press the hips forward, reach the heart up. And then lower your arms down. Bend the knees, tuck the chin to the chest, pull the belly in and round over. You're going to hang in forward fold. And then bend the knees and round back up, one vertebra at a time. Am I in frame for that when I bend over?
Yes.
Am I cut off underneath? Okay, good. So we're going to do that again. Reach your arms up. Take a big back bend. Reach your heart up to the sky, tailbone to the earth. And then lower your arms down, tuck your chin, bend the knees, and round over. And you can straighten one leg at a time here, or both legs, or let both legs be bent, whatever feels best. You can grab opposite elbows and sway side to side. Or you can take your hands and interlace them behind your head and just let your head hang with the elbows hang toward the floor. Good job. For side bends, we're going to make sure our feet are hip width apart again. Make sure the outside edges of your feet are parallel. So they're not turned out or turned in too much. They're just really straight forward. Your toes are all headed straight forward. We're going to take our arms up overhead and grab your right wrist with your left hand. Yeah, lengthen up, pull the belly button into your spine, and then reach over to your right. Let your tailbone drip off of you. Notice if you're tending to round forward, you want to keep your shoulders in one line, so really open your left shoulder back, maybe even look up and come back up. And lower your arms down. You might notice that that's a little bit of abdominal work. If you let your belly hang out, then your back's going to start aching. So hug the abs into the spine. Inhale your arms back up. Grab the right wrist with the left hand to lengthen up. Then come down to your left. Keep breathing. Pull your belly into your spine on your next inhale. Come all the way back up. And lower down. So we're going to do one more time each side because I'm pretty sure I said that backwards. And inhale, arms up. Grab your left wrist with your right hand. Lengthen up. Come over to your right. Inhale, back up. Lower down. Inhale, arms up. Grab your right wrist with your left hand. Keep the elbows bent and shoulders in line so you're not twisting at all. Lengthen and come down, belly to spine. Going over to your left, which will be the opposite of me. And come back up. And lower your arms down. Roll your shoulders out a couple of times.
It's the one and only Digo Double G. Snoop Dogg. Snoop Dogg.
We're going to twist. So bring your arms down by your sides in a little fist like you're a jogger. And you're just going to let them hang. When we twist, I want to make sure that my knees are not going to twist because that is dangerous on the knee joint if you do it too often or carelessly. So we're going to let the knees stay steady over the feet. We're going to twist at the waist. So we'll twist, inhale left, exhale to your right. Inhale to your left, exhale to your right. We want to do it about 25 times, so just keep going. It's very common to get dizzy here. If you get dizzy, you can go a little slower, and definitely look for something with your eyes on either side of your body. See something, see something. Spot, spot. Focus, focus. Three, two, one. Hold your last exhale out. And then return to the center. That's it. We're going to side bend again. But this time we're going to widen the legs. The toes will turn out just a little bit, not too wide. Just a little, and the heels will turn in. And soft bend in the knees. Bring your right hand to your right hip, left arm up and over. And just do a side bend. And come back up. Other side. Left arm to left hip. Right hand up and over. Stretch through the whole right side of the body and come back up. And one more each side. And as always, you want your abdominals supporting the spine. Then come back up. Nice. In half now. This is good brain work. We're going to divide the body at the waistline. We're only going to work with the upper body right now. So we're going to do shoulder rolls, elbow rolls, and then arm circles. Shoulders, then elbows, then full arms. And I'll show you. We're going to roll the shoulders forward, up, back, and down. Forward, up, back, and down. And then reverse it. Take it back, up, forward, and down. Back, up, forward, and down. And now we're going to do elbows. So bring your hands to your shoulders. And we'll bring the elbows forward, up, back, and down. Forward, up, back, and down. And then reverse it. Back, up, forward, and down. Back, up, forward, and down. And then let the arms go down long. And now we're going to take full arm circles. We'll go forward, up, back, and down. Forward, up, back, and down. And then reverse. Back, up, forward, and down. Breathing the whole way through. And lower this. Good job! So we're going to bend at the knees. These are called pliés. Plié in French means to bend. So any kind of bending is a plié. So you're going to have the feet facing straight forward. Make sure your knees and toes are in alignment. As you bend into the knees go over the toes. Bend down and come back up. Just bring your hands to your hips. We're going to bend and straighten and bend and straighten. Now bring your arms forward and sit it down way far like you're in an imaginary chair behind you. This is going to pump a little blood into your glutes, your hips, your hamstrings. Shift the weight into your heels a little bit. Maybe lift up and wiggle your toes to test yourself. Pull your abs in nice and tight. One more breath here. And then push your feet into the floor. Come all the way back up. Nice. Shake out those legs. Okay. Now we're going to do relevés. And relevé is a French term. This is a dance term. It means to rise. Can you see my feet on that thing? Awesome, okay. So we're gonna rise up from the balls of the feet, and I'll show you from the side. You wanna keep your abdominals in, and your legs are not locked out. So if you have hyperextended knees, which means to go beyond extension, you're gonna give them a little bit of a bend. Tailbone down, belly in. Come up toward the balls of the feet, and then lower down. Nice and slow. So this is working the ankles and the feet. Rise, releve, and lower down. And if you fall, you fall. It's just practice and warming up. Rise, and come down, and rise, and come down. And now we're going to rise and we're going to stay up. So you're going to rise, maybe bring your arms up for help, and try to balance as long as you can. You might notice the tendency to wobble back and forth. That's okay. You fall, you come back. Pull your abs in. It will help you. Push your feet into the floor. Engage your glutes. Squeeze them. And if you notice your shoulders up by your ears, let them come down. And then on your next exhale, slowly come down. Now we're going to combine the two.
Can you point out the glutes?
The glutes are right back here. So you squeeze your butt. So that's always a fun one with those teenagers. We all have them, guys. So we're going to bring the hands to the hips. And now we're going to combine the two, and I'll show you. And you want to make sure that when you bend your knees, you keep your knees in line with the toes, and you pull your abs in, and you come back up. And then as you rise, again, you're going to squeeze the glutes and lift onto the balls of the feet and lower down. So we're going to combine by bending and lengthen and stretch and lower. Bend and lift and stretch and lower. Maybe you can make it all smooth. Bend, lift high, lower down. One more. Bend, lengthen, lift it up, lower. You can't see me.
My time is now.
So now we're going to widen the legs out with the toes turned out and the heels turned in. We don't want the toes too wide because that's not stable. You want kind of like a little tripod. So you want your feet to be out in an angle like you're making a V with your feet if they were together. Not super wide, we're not ballerinas. You just want them a little turned out, wide legs. Now we're going to bend and straighten. Get nice and low and lift and straighten. If you're wearing jeans that prohibit you from lowering down too far, that's okay. Just do your best. Lift and lower. Bend and straighten and lift up and lower. One more. Bend and straighten and lift up and nice. So now we're going to divide the body in half this way. This is called homolateral movement. Homo means same, lateral means side. So we're going to do the same side. We did upper and lower before, and now we're dividing this way. So we're going to take the right arm up, and the right leg is down. We're going to pull the abs in, and you're going to hug the right knee and elbow together and lengthen it back out. And right knee and elbow together, lengthen it back out. Knee and elbow, knee and elbow. Two more, and in. And then lower that arm down. Now we're going to do the other side. So your left arm is up, left leg is long, shift the weight to your right foot. Pull your abs in and bring knee to elbow, and out, elbow, and out. Elbow, out, elbow to knee, out. Two more. And lower down. Alright, so we're going to do the same thing, but we're going to do opposite arm and leg. This is contralateral. Contra means different, or cross. So we're going to take right arm and left leg. So have your weight on your right leg. We're going to pull the abs in nice and tight as you curl, elbow to knee, and out. Exhale in, inhale out. In, and out. Exhale to come in, inhale out. And lower down. I think that was 6. Was that 6? I have no idea. Do it 6 times. All right, other side. Left arm is up, right leg is long. Shift your weight over to your left leg to stand. Pull your abs in. Take a big inhale. Exhale, knee to elbow, and out. Knee to elbow, and out. 2 more. This is my favorite. So lunges, we're going to focus on stretching out this area of the body right here. They're called the hip flexors. They're right along the groin, and they get really stiff because we sit all day. So we're going to strengthen or lengthen that out right now. So bring your right foot forward. The toes are pointing straight forward in line with your nose. Bring your left foot back behind you about 3 feet apart between your legs, And turn your left foot out a little bit. So your legs are not parallel anymore, they're turned out. Your left hip is going to want to be back, but draw your right hip back so that if somebody was looking at you from the side, your hips would be in one line, not turned out at an angle. Yeah, that's right. So pull your belly in, let your tailbone hang down long. I'll show you this from the side. So I'm bending into my right knee a little bit, and I'm letting my tailbone drop down so that I feel a nice stretch in front of my left hip. Yeah. Bring your arms up, take a big breath. Now bring your right hand to your right hip, staying in your lunge. So same hand as the leg that's forward to your hip. And reach up with your left arm, press down into your left heel, and reach over to your right side a little bit, toward the leg that's forward. Take a breath. And come back up. And lower the hand down. Now we're going to switch. So bring your left foot forward, facing straight forward of you, in line with your nose. And take your right foot back. And if you feel unstable here, like you're going to fall over, that's totally normal. Separate your feet a little bit wider. Turn your right foot out, left foot straight ahead. Bend into your left knee and draw your left hip back and press down into the outside edge of your right foot. Bring both arms up. Let your tailbone drop down behind you, no duck butts. Take another big breath here. Keep your right arm up. Bring your left hand down to your left hip. Same arm as the leg that's forward. Lengthen up. Exhale, come down to your left just a little bit. Press down into the big toe of your left foot to help you stay up. Keep your knee over your ankle and breathe again. On your next inhale, come up. Lower your hand down. Step your right foot up to meet the left. Balance and quadricep stretch. Your quadriceps are the four muscles in the front of your thighs here, the four main muscles. So we're going to stretch those out. You can always put your hand on a wall, a desk, a chair, whatever you need, no problem. You just want to make sure that you're not bending over to make that happen. So you want to stand up tall. So if you need a wall, chair, go ahead and grab it. You're going to stand on your right leg to start. Right leg. Bend your left knee and reach down and just grab the outside edge of your left foot. Your thumb will be facing forward. Fingers around the outside edge of your foot. Your knees might want to be apart and you might feel wobbly, so hold on to whatever you're holding on to. Press your right leg into the floor and bring your knees together. You can stay here or you can bring your other hand behind you so that you're holding your foot with both hands. Pull your tailbone down to the floor so you don't have a duck butt here, no hyperextension in your low back. Pull your abs in, take a deep breath. And if you're holding on to something, test yourself, let go, see if you can balance. Strong legs. And then release the leg. Other side. Stand on your left foot, bend your right knee, hold on to whatever you need, and grab the outside edge of your right foot. And then bring your knees together. So your right knee isn't in front of your left knee, it's not behind it, and it's not apart from it. It's hugging next to it. And then hug your right foot in toward your right glutes. So if you want, you can let go of whatever you're holding and grab a hold of your right foot with your left hand as well. You're going to pull that foot in toward your butt as you squeeze your knees together and stand up really tall. Don't let your body tilt forward, and don't let your butt sway back. Tailbone heavy, belly into spine. If you're holding on to something, maybe test yourself, let go. And then release that leg down, shake it out. Nice. Okay.
Let's see.
Get rid of my sneeze. Thank you. Cross-lateral lunges. So cross-lateral means we're going to cross the body from one side to the other. Lateral, right, is side, and cross. So we're going to step your right foot forward, lunge, and reach your left arm across yourself. Just reach it over like you're trying to touch something on the other side of the room. And then step your left foot forward, or back, whatever, if you don't have space. And then your left foot comes forward, right leg back, and reach your right arm across. And it takes some work, some control to balance. And then come back. Right foot goes forward, cross, and come back. Left foot is forward, right foot is back, cross, and come back. So we're going to do that same thing high and low. Abs are really important here, so tighten it in like you're wearing a corset and it gets a little tighter in the front of your body. So we're going to reach right foot forward, left foot back. Reach really high. And switch feet. Reach high. Find your balance. Squeeze your glutes. And switch feet. Reach low. You can have a hand on the floor, a desk, or a chair, whatever you need. And then come back. Reach low. And come back. One more time each. Reach high. And come back. Reach high. And come back. Reach low. And come back. Reach low. And come back. Your vestibular system is your proprioceptive, your balancing mechanisms. 75% of them are in the ankles, but we have some in our eyes, our ears, our neck, elbows, and our waistline. So we're going to work mostly with the ankles. Make sure your feet are ready for this. Maybe get some ankle circles, both directions. Ankle circles, a couple times. Shake up the feet. So all you're going to do is make sure you have space around you. You can have your hands on your hips or out if you have space. And just like when you were a little kid, woo! That's all you have to do. Is turn one direction and come back the other direction. If you want to do it in one quick spin, that's great. Or you can take your time and turn around slowly. Make sure you're not going to hit anything. Watch out. Hands can be on your hips. You can go nice and slow. But it's helpful if you look at one point. Look at it and come around and find it again. Look at it, come around and find it again. Okay. Spin a couple times, just like you're a little kid. Eye tracking. This is probably going to be the most beneficial for you for what you're about to do with your eyes and your hands. So we're going to calibrate the eyes with your brain. Now take your thumb out in front of you and look at your thumbnail. And all you have to do is make sure that your head does not turn at all as you do this. Keep your eyes on your thumb. And you're going to take it tracking left, just follow with your eyes and not your head. And then track it right. Your eyes move but not your head. Left and right. Nice and smooth. Make sure your eyes are focused evenly on it. And then come back. And now we're going to track it up and down. The head doesn't move at all, the eyes do. Take it as far as you can up. You might even feel a little stretch on the back of the eyes. Take it as far as you can down, which could be significant, until you feel a little stretch. Take it up again, and then down again. Your eyes are connected into the fascial chain, connective chain, all down the back side of your body. So that little stretch you feel is actually really good for you. And now, you're going to do crazy eights. You're going to start small, drawing an infinity symbol, or a sideways 8. And you get to choose which direction you go. Again, focus on your thumb, don't let your head move. Start small, little figure 8. Nice and slow so you can really focus on it. And it might get a little bigger every time. This is really good work for your brain and your eyes. Track that thumb, get it bigger and bigger and bigger. Don't go too fast so you know you're really seeing it. And once you reach your limit, you feel like you've gotten as big as your eyes can follow it, then start getting smaller and smaller and smaller. Switch hands. Now we have to go the other way. So you have to figure out which way you went the first time. And then start small, track it with your thumb. And we just switched hands so your shoulder doesn't get too tired, because it probably got a little tired that first time. Bigger and bigger, the head doesn't move, just the eyes. And once you get to the point where you can't follow your eyes anymore or follow your thumb with your eyes because it's too big, you can back up and go a little smaller and smaller and smaller. And then stop in the middle and lower your arms down. Bring your hands together, interlace your 10 fingers. Notice which thumb is on top. It's your dominant hand, typically. So if you're right-handed, your right thumb is probably on top. If you're left-handed, your left thumb is probably on top. Not always, but probably. So keep that dominant thumb on top. And then you're going to draw that same figure 8 with your knuckles. And your arms aren't going to move. You're not fighting with a lightsaber. You're just moving from the wrists. And then pause. And now reverse the circle. This is the part that's going to feel really weird and hard at first. And it might feel weird and hard for the first several times you try. And someday it'll be easy. This is your left brain and right brain having a new conversation. It's really good for your brain. Builds neuroplasticity, builds more gray matter, and the ability for you to make wrinkles in your brain. It's good stuff. Okay, now pause. Release your fingers that keep the palms together and put the other thumb on top. This is where it gets kind of crazy. For some of you, this will be no big deal, but for most of you, this is going to feel super bizarre. Draw figure eights. It should feel weird, it should be hard at first, but after a while, this will be no problem. A lot of you will be stuck and think, what am I doing? That's okay. Keep trying. That's the place where your brain is having a good conversation. It's good for you. And then pause.
It'll be a little uncomfortable, and that's good.
Yeah, exactly. Discomfort is your friend sometimes. Go the other direction now. This is the really weird one, with the non-dominant thumb on top going backwards. That's what feels really strange. I've been doing this for a long time, so it might not look as, I don't know, normal or correct as mine. That's okay. It always makes me laugh. And then pause. Shake out the hands. I'm going to take the hands out in front of you. Roll your pinky in, your ring finger, your middle finger, your index finger, and your thumb. Same way, but out. Pinky, ring, middle, index, thumb. A little faster. Pinkies to thumbs, pinkies to thumbs. Roll in pinkies to thumbs, roll out pinkies to thumbs. This might take some of you a while to do normally too. We're going to reverse it. Thumbs will lead. Thumbs, index, middle, ring, pinky. Try to do it one at a time. Thumbs, index, middle, ring, and pinky. Thumbs to pinkies. Sneak the thumbs out. Thumbs roll out to pinkies. Again, thumbs roll in. Thumbs roll out. Shake out your hands. You just did the brain dance.
Riding on cars!
Oh no! I lied! There's one more thing. You have to breathe. So feet underneath your hips. Take your arms down by your sides. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, arms down. Inhale up. Exhale down. Inhale up. Exhale down. And then my personal favorite. Inhale up. Exhale, drop. Now you're done.